Every now and then, a story comes along that forces people to stop and ask hard questions. Not because all the facts are known, but because what is known raises concern that cannot be ignored. These are the stories that make ordinary citizens wonder whether justice is being applied equally or whether some people receive treatment that others could never expect. Americans are constantly told that nobody is above the law. We hear it from politicians, government agencies, and media commentators. We're told that the justice system is fair, impartial, and committed to protecting the public. Yet, there are moments when events unfold in ways that leave many people confused and searching for answers. When serious allegations surface involving dangerous activities, illegal operations, or public safety concerns, most people expect a full investigation and complete transparency. They expect authorities to explain their decisions clearly. They expect accountability. They expect justice to be visible and understandable. But when charges suddenly disappear, explanations remain vague, and important questions go unanswered, public trust begins to erode. People start wondering whether they are getting the full story. They begin questioning whether the rules are being applied equally to everyone. The growing frustration that many Americans feel today is not coming from nowhere. It's being fueled by case after case where important details remain unclear. Accountability seems inconsistent, and confidence in public institutions continues to weaken. One of the most troubling aspects of recent cases involving alleged illegal biological laboratory operations by Ori Solomon is not simply the allegations themselves, it is the fact that so many questions remain unanswered. According to reports, authorities discovered biological materials, hazardous substances, and other concerning items connected to investigations involving properties in Nevada and California. The allegations were serious enough to attract attention from law enforcement agencies and prosecutors. The potential public safety implications alone should have guaranteed intense public scrutiny. Yet, what has left many people scratching their heads is the decision to drop certain federal charges while other legal matters continue moving forward. Whenever charges are dropped, there may be legitimate legal reasons. Evidence can change, new information can emerge. Prosecutors have a responsibility to pursue only the cases they believe they can prove. That is part of the legal process. However, when the explanation provided to the public is limited and vague, people naturally become suspicious. Citizens want transparency. They want to understand why a case that once appeared significant suddenly looks different. Trust is not built through silence. Trust is built through openness and transparency. The concern is not merely about Ori Solomon or one specific case. The larger concern is what these situations reveal about public confidence in government institutions. Many Americans are asking whether the average citizen will receive the same treatment. Would federal charges disappear so quietly if the accused person came from a different background? Would the public response be different if the story involves someone from a nation that politicians regularly criticize? Would media coverage be more intense? These questions may make some people uncomfortable, but they are questions that citizens have every right to ask. One of the fastest ways to destroy faith in any justice system is the appearance of unequal treatment. People can accept outcomes they disagree with if they believe the process was fair. What they struggle to accept is the perception that different rules apply to different groups of people. A justice system must not only be fair, it must appear fair. When citizens begin believing that political influence, foreign relationships, wealth, connections, or status can affect legal outcomes, confidence in institutions begins to crumble. The problem becomes even worse when public officials fail to provide clear explanations. In the absence of transparency, people fill the gaps with speculation. Rumors spread, distrust grows, Anger increases. This is not healthy for any society. Strong institutions depend on public confidence. Once confidence is lost, rebuilding it becomes extremely difficult. Americans should not have to guess why important legal decisions are being made. They should not have to rely on speculation. They deserve straightforward answers from the people who serve them. Perhaps the most alarming issue is not any individual case. It is a growing feeling among citizens that government institutions no longer view themselves as accountable to the people they serve. Whether discussing law enforcement, courts, elected officials, regulatory agencies, or federal departments, many Americans increasingly feel disconnected from decision makers. They watch stories unfold and see officials offer little explanation. They see controversies emerge and disappear. They see public concerns dismissed. They see questions go unanswered. Over time, this creates frustration. That frustration eventually becomes anger, and anger eventually becomes distrust. A society cannot function properly when large numbers of citizens lose faith in their institutions. Regardless of political affiliation, ideology, race, religion, or economic status, everyone benefits from a system that is transparent, accountable, and trustworthy. The public does not expect perfection. What they expect is honesty. They expect explanations. They expect accountability. They expect fairness. The issue at the center of stories like these is bigger than politics. It's bigger than personalities. It's bigger than headlines. The real issue is whether Americans can trust that justice is being applied equally and fairly. That trust cannot survive on slogans alone. It requires transparency. It requires accountability. It requires leaders willing to explain their actions and stand behind their decisions. When dangerous allegations emerge, the public deserves clear answers. When charges are filed, the public deserves to know why. When charges are dropped, the public deserves to know why. When investigations continue, the public deserves updates. Silence is not accountability. Vagueness is not transparency. Avoiding difficult questions is not leadership. If public officials want citizens to maintain confidence in the system, they must be willing to provide the information necessary for that confidence to exist. The American people are watching. They're paying attention, and more than anything else, they want answers. The strength of any nation depends on the trust between its people and its institutions. Once that trust begins to break, repairing it becomes a difficult challenge. Americans deserve a justice system that treats everyone equally, regardless of nationality, wealth, political connections, or influence. Equal justice must be more than a phrase. It must be a reality. Transparency is not a threat to government. Transparency is what gives government legitimacy. When leaders communicate openly, public confidence grows stronger. The unanswered questions surrounding controversial cases like this one will continue generating public concern until meaningful explanations are provided. People want facts, not talking points. At the end of the day, citizens are not asking for special treatment. They're asking for fairness, honesty, accountability, and a government that remembers who it is supposed to serve. It shouldn't be where they give anyone wearing a small hat favorable conditions to allow them to leave the country when something is discovered like biohazards or Biolab. We know what time it is, and we know who runs this country. We know the president of this country is not Donald Trump, right? It's President Netanyahu. He is the president of the United States. And it seems as though anyone who wears the same hat he does gets a break. Look at this case. What was this man going to do with all of these biohazard viruses? Malaria, HIV, hepatitis, the C19. Yet, we want to say that certain people are God's chosen. What God are you talking about? It ain't the God I serve. Anyway, let's talk about it. It's a touchy subject, and I don't care who doesn't like it or not, because that's the way it is. LanceScurv out. On to the next one. Peace.